And now, deep in the heart of America, it's the James Hendrick Show at the Hendrick Institute of Advanced Conservative Studies, SIP rather. Half my brain placed in stasis just to have a little fun. Hey guys, welcome on board, okay? So, get ready for this. The title of this episode, I had originally planned it to be, about Biden, but I think we're just going to call it Bolshevik dismantling, because that's what's happening. I mean, because, Americans aren't very pleased with Putin, and it just seems like, Biden kind of has a weak approach toward him. Biden has a weak approach toward him, and, it's crazy. You wonder why. And then, can you believe it? I saw a piece in the Wall Street Journal early this morning. And what I saw is that, that there's a summit of oil executives from the nation's top oil companies trying to figure out how to deal economically with what's going on in Russia and everything. And yet the crazy Biden administration says that this oil glut, there's no end in sight. Hello? Plain truth. We're so busy trying to, suck up because we want that Russian crude. Shut off here's the economic answer. Shut off the Russian pipeline. Open the Keystone Pipeline and drill, baby, drill. Okay? And people might say, but Jimmy, that's only natural. You're from Texas, You're in the oil field breadbasket of Texas. True. And this is what I tell people. Please, don't cut down the oil companies. I'll tell you why. The man that raised me is not my biological father, but he's my daddy. He worked in the oil field for a total of, I guess, maybe almost 40 years. As a truck driver throughout West Texas and southeast New Mexico. Making all the difference in the world. Making all the difference in the world. Trying to bless the lives of others around him. And he did his best for the oil company. We had some lean seasons, no doubt, because of an injury he had when I was 16 years old, and then maybe every once in a while, when you had oil gluts. Okay, but let's listen to this. If we go by this policy, both sides of the aisle, we don't have to catastrophize. But that's what media is doing on both sides of the aisle, okay? Listen to me. Patriot alert. Don't buy everything that you hear from the secular media. And that's on both sides of the aisle. Okay? I've always said I wanted to do something in the area of public affairs, and well, I thought I would stick to personal and professional development in my podcast, and the majority of my podcast shows on my network here on Spreaker are that way. There's a few shows that are sectarian, religious in nature, but the bulk of them are about personal and professional development. And so to that end, you receive the best policy. Okay, now we're gonna walk away from the Wall Street Journal, which, to be honest with you, as a public affairs junkie, the Wall Street Journal is the conservative paper of record. Okay, it's obvious that it is. Now, we're going to go to the Federalist. There is a piece by Rachel Ballard where it's talking about how the Senate has been blocking some of Biden's nominees and is now looking at blocking Biden's pick for the Supreme Court. Now, there are some logical rationale in this. Perhaps our judicial activism goes against the true intent of the original founding fathers. Ooh, think of that. The wonder of that. The beauty of that. I mean, come on. The Supreme Court, the Senate has the right to reject nominees for the Supreme Court. Maybe recommend that some be removed or impeached. If in some ways it's the will of the people. And I think that's happened maybe once. I don't know. And I know it almost happened to William O. Douglas. So as a guy that's kind of interested in law, it'd be interesting to see what happens as Republicans do what they can to try to block this nomination. Okay? Now, there's another piece in the Federalist that says fighting against abortion similar to fighting against Americans who hate children. Ho, 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 ho. Patriot alert. Why do you think this whole thing got started? It got started in Griswold v. Connecticut in 1965, okay? And then in 1969, there was this narrow deal that the Supreme Court did in interpreting the English common law about a man causing, I think it was a husband or boyfriend causing for the death of the unborn child. And finding a little loophole. I think it was a California case. When I saw that, back when I was studying to be a paralegal, I about flipped my gourd. Okay, I about flipped my gourd. Because, guys, we don't have to do this. We don't have to do this. We can be our absolute best without being reactive. Now, I know what's being plastered all over the place in the secular media, when we could be covering interesting news stories. How about the conservative public affairs deal stirring up investigations into the Hunter Biden laptop scandal? Burisma. It seems like to me there was another piece in the Federalist. And this is the final piece, and so we're going to spend a considerable amount of time with that. How it seems like the Biden administration, the American leadership, is basically kissing up to what Putin wants regarding climate change. The climate police. Okay, it smacks of communism. It smacks of communism there, okay? So, listen to me. We don't need to be playing judicial and political tiddlywinks right now. The fate of this country is at stake. Listen to me. The fate of this country is at stake. And the sooner you see this, the sooner you realize this, so much the better. So much the better that you see this right here and right now. Plastered all over the place. Have you seen how high the gas prices are? Well, it's bad right now between Russia and Ukraine. Hyperinflation up the nose. Oil estimated go up to $200 to $250 a barrel. Okay, my various estimates. But guys, it's the same old repeated news. Whereas I think it's good to have articles about how Senate Republicans want to block Biden's Supreme Court nomination, among others. Okay? And the newspaper piece about fighting against abortion is going to be much like fighting some Americans' hatred of children. You'll be like, Jimmy, whoa. Hey, you're being melodramatic. Really? Major red patriot alert. Major red patriot alert. Okay? We are fighting for 3 things right now that have been guaranteed under the Declaration of Independence. I think each and every one of us as Americans need to read that again. Because there are 27 biblical violations which refuse to craft the Declaration of Independence in order to declare our freedom from Great Britain, from England. Okay? You ready to hear this? Listen to me. You patriots out there, get to hear, get to understand what I'm talking about here. You guys have the power. You guys are in charge. Don't believe everything the secular media tells you. Now, I hope you enjoy listening to the James Hendricks Show. If you like what you hear, please subscribe so that you can become a part of receiving most daily updates. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care. And please, by all means, become proactively informed. Take care. God bless.